Holito, great piece. Uh, and I want to say, Yakoke, for the last video, you all showed support. So I'm glad about that. Um, this right here, Haiti, Palestine, Burundi, occupied territories. I had a hard stance on the Israel Palestine situation, and I didn't necessarily go with either. I just had a hard stance. When you look at Israel, and since they've been had protection since World War I and the League of Nations, um, we have to be very careful about how we steer this boat. Um, I keep hearing people get on social media and whatever news outlet that has a public dissemination. I keep seeing them like get on these platforms and just like go haywire about how they support Palestine. Like that land belongs to neither of them, right? But like Palestine has rights. We can't just like disappear to the fact that these people was living on a land and then here comes a state that was set up, and you know how that goes, right? The state was just set up and they lost. I'm not trying to get my channel canceled, but like we know how that situation went during World War I and World War II. Um, it's weird, man, because like people just automatically like forget about Haiti and what Haiti has been going through with the French and what they've been going through with the United States. Like I mentioned this in a previous video about how you got Haiti and they have a constitution that says they are monophobic, means they don't want to deal with anyone and they have that right. Um, it's not respected. Like people look at melanin and they think like we can just do anything to it. We can experiment on it. We can have a coarse type of appearancy to it, meaning like we can be sexual. We can have an orientation on it. Like we can do anything with black folk, right? And I'm tired of that overall thing because like this lady, Cori Bush, should not be in the news talking about some ceasefire, stop Israel and stop Palestine and all this garbage. Like she should not be in the news and she should not have sponsorship on that bill. All right. And this lady right here, she's saying like she wants a matriarchy. And I'm just thinking like black women, they don't necessarily get along. They don't. And like he had my photo, he had my comment posted on the page. But like they don't get along. Okay, she's doing a video as well. Um, so I just donated to her. I like the work she's doing, and you know I want to see it continue. I've called into the show when Judge Joe Brown was on numerous of times, but I'm not sure where those videos went. Um, but like again, people can be protesting for Haiti. They can be protesting for Burundi. They can be protesting for the Congo. But we always get lost in the translation. Like they are always talking about Palestine, rights for Palestine. Like that's good. Like you wanna help people and all that. Like you wanna be true to the cause and everything. Like I guess you find semblance in looking like them or something like that. Like a lot of black people got identity issues. Um, you shouldn't be gun ho about Palestine more so than Burundi and Haiti and Congo, especially Congo, as much minerals that they've given the world. Like these people have been going through war strategies like forever, and like they haven't had anything. Africans haven't had anything like for millennials. They've been living off the land, like just letting poachers come in and take whatever they want. Like sometimes I look at Randy Flagg's videos, and he always shows like how Chinese go to Africa and they mistreat the Africans. Like a Chinese contractor throw a laborer off a tall story roof because he wouldn't do what he said. Like I'm like, this is how they get treated over there. And then you show them this type of stuff, like people still got Palestine flags up. Like that's not even your fight. So like, I think people, I think you need to watch people closely. You need to watch what people that say they are black, because like a lot of these people, they be having fair tones. They be like brown skin, and they be saying they black and all that, but they don't really think black. They don't think African. Cause I be feeling some type of way when they be getting on top of when they be getting on Africans and making fun of the way they sound. Like Tariq Nasheed, I think that's kind of wrong how you be treating them. Like because like, and I say this with confidence because like when I was in Minnesota, Africans showed me more love than any black that was around there. Like blacks, they stayed to themselves. Like they weren't bothered. But like Africans, they always went out their way to say hi. They always went out their way to give. Like and these people, they don't have anything. They just here on a visa, right? The work. So like we need to be careful about who we let in our doors and who we live in these communities with. Like them days of saying we all black, we live in a black community, them days over with. And you can see like I've been keeping that tone up, how I've been saying like black community, it needs to get better and stuff like that. That's just an introduction, because like in the end, like I'm not going to be riding for the black community. I'm already convinced like I got to go hard for Africa, bro, because they've been getting mistreated this entire time. You see how this looks right here? Like Palestinians and stuff like that, Israelis, they're clean people. They were bombed. Now you look at the Congo, they are clean people too as well. But like if you look at our history, they've been living in squalor for so long. A lot of the time, like we don't even know how these people survive over there, because they have to eat bush meat and all this other stuff because they're landlocked. And their own leaders do it to them because the leaders can't do anything about what's going on because they're still on the colonial operations, dealing with the French and the UK, with the Queen and the king over there, Philip. So are we still going to be dealing with this when the powers transition and stuff like that? Are we still going to be dealing with this? This is supposed to be the decade for African descent. We in the last year. Is there going to be another decade? What's going to be the next decade for the UN operation? What's going to be a decade for the OAS, the Organization of American States? What is it going to be? Like, we can't keep going through this, man, because it's like, as much as Palestinians need supplies and stuff like that, the Congo needs it as well. All right. Arab leagues, they made pacts with the United States. The Congo didn't make pacts with the United States. The Congo always said, like, get off our land. They ain't even said like that. They was just like, y'all can come over here and do what y'all want to do. But like, when it starts getting belligerent, y'all start messing with the people, making fun of them, taking advantage of them because they're not a fighting people and stuff like that, throwing them off mountains and stuff, like trying to emasculate them in front of a camera and stuff like that, because you coming from a communist country and you're coming from a socialist country. Like, no, them days got to be over with, man. Like, we can't have that happening, man. We can't be making fun of the way that people look, the way they sound. We can't be doing that. You know, a lot of these people, they are very smart, man, because like, I just know, like, if you have enough sense to come over here and you're going to work a job and meet people and stay positive throughout the entire experience. And you know, low key, a lot of people over here are not welcoming you here. Like, thumbs up to you. Because like when I was in Minnesota, I felt home. I felt home being around Africans. All right. And this is probably why the communities that we live in don't have anything. Like, we're going through the most war over here in these communities. And people got the nerve to raise the Palestine flag, not even knowing it's a Sudanese flag at that, and you still have problems with Africans. Like, at least Palestine knows that it's a Sudanese flag and they honor it. Like, a lot of these people don't even know it's a Sudanese flag. Red, black, and green. Like I'm just confused, man, because it's like, why is Haiti not in the news? You see what I mean? Like their airport privileges is being overruled. Um, World leaders of study coming them to ask for ceremony or inductions and stuff like that. They're asking them, can they use their land for rental purposes when the Constitution says we don't want you here? Why is the Venezuelan president trying to kiss up to Haiti? Like, it's time out for that, man. Like, it's time out for that. So I'm gonna go back and watch these streams, and like, as far as the matriarch, I'm not against it. I just think like there needs to be an understanding that while we are ready for women to rule, we're not. Because if you think about what's been happening the last what 30 years since like the 80s or something like that, it's been women taking advantage of the system at the cuffs of black men. They're watching that black man be in prison while they take benefits from competing nations who are competing for dark skinned women over here. Like, when's the last time you just walked out the house and saw a dark skinned woman working on her garden? You in New York, so you don't live at a house, you live in an apartment building. When's the last time you seen a dark skinned woman walking down a staircase? Like, you can go on a dating app and just go through it and just see like it's no dark skinned women. That's how much we've mixed in. Like right here. You mix in 10 times, what is it? You're a quintaroom. You mix in 8 times, what? You're a quadroon. You mix in twice, what? You're a mulatto. You mix in, no, you have cash, you're more. What? You're mestizo, you're of a different origin or something like that. You're just pure cash, you're cash and stuff like that. Like, you're more. But at the same time, like, we have to understand nobility. We have to understand all of this. But we have to understand nobility and we have to understand titles. Um, you just don't see dark skinned people no more like that. And I'm talking about the dark was like when I grew up in Chicago, you used to always like, know how you used to watch Martin and he used to always call Pam BDB. Like, I remember growing up in Chicago and seeing the people that look like the Sits and the Lees in Chicago, the little shorts that they look exactly like them in the Robert Taylor buildings. I don't know what happened to them people, but it used to be a lot of them with that type of hair, and like they was very, very dark, and they used to always cag jokes, but they also used to get in a lot of fights. And you knew like they wouldn't be no taller than 5'6" when they got older. All right, I used to get beat up a lot because I was a mama's boy, and then I was like what? I was tall for my age at 9, 10 years old, but like a lot of the people who I grew up with, like I kind of outgrew them. Like right now, I'm 5'10", 5'11", 246 pounds. No, yeah, 246 pounds, and like I can run, but like I didn't think like I would outgrow a lot of people who I grew up with, but like I outgrew a lot of people, both physically and mentally. But like this situation has to be addressed. Palestine, they're in the news right now. Palestinian territory, Haiti, Burundi. They have rice fields in Burundi, right? And they have total, complete access to it. They can harvest it when they want to and everything. Like, it's no issue. Like, young people, older people, it doesn't matter. And they're well kept. This is why I look at Congo. It's like they're the same people. They're not a dirty people. Why do their neighborhoods look like a war-torn country? Why do they deserts look like a war-torn country? Why do their business districts look like a war-torn country? Why do their cattle districts look like a war-torn country? So their farms, everything. But They're over there for diamonds. They're over there for cobalt. They're over there for all type of minerals. Um, so I'm just looking at this, man, and this situation is getting bad. With with the uh, with the adorations, um, the false adorations, because people they raise that Palestine flag and they don't know the symbolism of it. They just know like, okay, I may go to school, I may go to college with this person. Like you'll see a guy raising the Palestine flag and he may like the Palestinian girl in his college class. Like that's what it's become. But like at the same time, it's like don't be in the community, don't be saying you black, don't be saying you African American if you're not gonna represent that right. And plus, like a lot of us shouldn't be saying it because a lot of us are not black. You know what I'm saying? Like I think at this point, people need to start saying their neighborhood. Like if you live on the street that's called John, you need to call yourself a John. Or like people need to start saying like what their last names are. It's like this whole black sense and stuff. Like it's getting old. It's getting old, man. Because like a lot of people, they don't want to be called black because they know the history of that word. They know that their families mixed in. So like if your family mixed in at some point and you became a mulatto or you became a quintarum or you became a quadroom or octoroom or something like that, or a mestizo, it is what it is. Like both of my parents are dark skinned. All right. And like if I can have it my way, I will procreate with a dark skinned woman. Like I'm not ready to go to Africa now, but like who knows, like in the future when there's more security in the West and more security in Africa, like they build a land bridge or something like that. Like I wouldn't mind going there, walking across a land bridge to Africa or something like that. I wouldn't mind it. Cause like, or like just walking to Haiti or something like that and meeting a woman. But like other than that, like I think it's kind of bad, man. Like they got the politics screwed up these days, man. Like it's all messed up. Like you're gonna raise a Palestine flag and it's women in the Congo being mutilated by rebels and stuff like that. Like nah, they've been placed in fire pits with tires and stuff around their neck. You know what I'm saying? Like getting raped. Like no. We got to do better than that. So I'm going to close out and you all have a good one and Yako Ki.